Hi guys, welcome back to Switch Moments, brought to you by Brain Switch and Young. Still on the topic of wills and trusts, today we'll be doing something a little different. We'll be having a discussion on the fate of family members and loved ones after the demise of the breadwinner. And with me to have this discussion is Miss Demise.
Hello everyone, good to be back.
Great. So obviously, this is still on the topic of trust and the need to plan your estate. But before we go into that, who is a breadwinner?
So a breadwinner is a person who is responsible for providing for the family. It could be a man or a woman. The breadwinner is not stereotyped to a particular gender. So be the wife or the husband.
And of course, a lot of times when you say breadwinner, one's mind just goes straight to a man.
Yes.
Which is stereotypical. Obviously.
Yes. So that's why I said it is.
So it could be either or.
Yeah.
But obviously, this is the person who brings the most to the table.
Yes.
Okay. So what are the benefits that family members and loved ones enjoy when they have a benefactor?
Yes. So when you have a benefactor, you can enjoy food, clothing, shelter, medical support, emotional support, peace of mind, financial assistance, and a whole lot of things.
In some cases, a luxurious lifestyle.
Yes, and those are the things. So it is when you understand what you benefit from a benefactor that you realize what you don't have again when he or she is no more.
Of course, which leads to my next question, which is what happens to the family or the loved ones after the demise of the benefactor, especially when an adequate plan has not been put in place.
Yes. So when you have a family where the benefactor has not planned his or her estate, there's going to be absolute deprivation. We know this the type of country we are. We have a lot of cultures, we have a lot of traditions. The states that once this person dies, this person is entitled to marry the wife, or the children are supposed to go and stay with this set of people, or the extended family members are supposed to take over all that he has worked for. So that is why it is good to plan your estate. When you plan your estate, everything that has been ongoing while you are still alive will definitely continue because you have structured it in a manner that everything has been laid out.
So it's a seamless transfer.
Yes, I'm telling you, it is. For everyone dependent on the benefactor, they will be adequately taken care of in that instrument.
Okay, so also obviously we've spoken about deprivation.
Yes.
On the part of the people who benefit from this. But what are the other things that
you have fear too? Because I said something when we were talking about the benefits. I said they enjoy peace of mind.
Yeah.
You can imagine when that is no longer there. You know, when you benefit alive, you know, I know that my husband is there. Oh, my wife is there. I know that if anything happens to me, I am taken care of.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that daddy is there for me. Mommy is there for me. But when that is taken care of, you have fear. You don't know what will happen next. Do you understand? Like being naked.
And obviously this impacts the lifestyle of the family as well, because if there were things that you were enjoying while the person was alive, by the time they're no more, with no adequate plan in place, things change. Yes,
things change. Another thing is, you don't even know who is coming to hijack what from who.
Yes.
Like your wife and your children, or your husband and your children are used to this lifestyle, and then the benefactor is no more, and then the extended family or people with vested interest will just come and hijack these things from them, and then they're exposed that with nothing. You know, how would they survive? How would they move on? Why don't we just cut this? Why don't we avoid this and just plan our estate? This is better.
Because in some cases, you also have some families, or should I say extended vested interests. So you have your domestic staff or your drivers who also benefit from things like health insurance or the kids' fees being paid by their boss or whatever. So that is also their breadwinner.
Exactly.
So obviously when they lose such persons and they haven't been catered to, then that loss deprivation for them as well.
Exactly.
But you also have people who, so let me even ask about a specific situation and how families can at least remedy this. So when you have a situation where the breadwinner passes on and no plan has been put in place, especially if such person had concubines or kids outside of his or her marriage, what happens? How can this be remedied?
Okay, so to answer that question, I would like to state here that we have different instruments for estate planning. So when you have the proper wife, you have the legal wife, you have concubines by the side, yes, or husband, and you have concubines by the side, or children outside wedlock. Best thing to do is to use different instruments to plan your estate, so you don't lock it up and you don't cause unnecessary strife. Do you understand? Because if everything is all that if all that the benefactor has worked for is put in the will, they are also said to hear the reading of the will. Where would she get more than me? I am the legal wife. Where would I am his son that does not belong to this family have more than my own children? This kind of thing.
But in a case when it hasn't, that plan is not being put in place.
Yes.
So what would happen to the people who usually enjoy the benefit?
So at that point, I hope that they are being fair to one another. You understand? But I think that what they should do, what I think that they should do, is to apply to the probate registry for letters of administration, thereby appointing the court to appoint someone who would administer the estate according to.
In a fair manner.
Yes, hopefully, because that is not really the way to go. You know, like seriously, you're leaving your wishes to who doesn't know how you want it to be carried out.
Yeah.
You're leaving your behind, you know, to someone that doesn't have a clue of how you want your life to, or your affairs to be.
And that brings about loss of property.
Care of, yes. So you have, and sometimes after that, they still go to court. You have litigation for years. Properties are wasted, buildings dilapidated. I'm telling you, it is horrible, horrific. You decide, because you can imagine someone working so hard in life to get all these things, and then after your death, everything is wasted. Why? When you can just put this thing in a structured plan and have it running.
So, of course, again, there are a lot of people who would think, I don't need my estate. I'm not a rich person. So the layman or the average working class person out there who may feel, I don't have dependents, I'm not married, or I don't have anybody who's dependent on me. Not necessarily dependence. Now, let me speak on what usually happens in this part of the world. One may not be married or have kids, but you have extended family.
Yes.
You know, you have somebody who depends on you somehow.
Yes.
So would you say that it's also imperative that they put structure to whatever it is that they have, even though it may not seem like much?
Yes. So I would say that in life we have people that are our loved ones. Do you understand? And the reason why we work is to take care of ourselves and our loved ones. So if I have something small, in my opinion, small, but to someone else, it's the big one. So you don't know who is waiting for you just to pass on and just circumvent your loved ones to get all that away from them. Do you understand? So that is why it is good to plan for them. Why are we working? To take care of us and our loved ones. So I don't want to give that to chance. I want to take care of my loved ones. Even after I passed on, I want my loved ones to keep enjoying all that I've provided for them. Even if you're not married, you don't have children, I'm sure you have parents.
Exactly.
At their old age, they need to be taken care of. They can no longer work. They no longer do certain things themselves. It is what you have that you used to cater for them at that point.
Okay, so we'll have to stop there today. This has been very insightful. Thank you for joining us again. And I hope our listeners have learned a lot, or at least a little, from the discussion on the fate of family members and loved ones after the demise of their benefactor or the breadwinner. Join us next time when we bring you more tools on estate planning. Bye.